Bruno Fernandes was Portugal's star against Slovakia. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes put in a superb performance in Portugal's Euro 2024 qualifying match against Slovakia. The 28-year-old has been a key performer for club and country over the past few years, and he once again stood up to the occasion with a standout display. Fernandes made a quality centre for Goncalo Ramos' first goal in the 18th minute. Over 90 minutes, Fernandes created 4 big chances and provided 5 key passes. Defensively, he won 4 ground and aerial duels alongside 2 tackles. The United skipper was guilty of losing possession on 24 occasions, but made up for the same with his creativity and vital goal contributions during the game. Fernandes, who won the Premier League Goal of the Month for September, has not had the best start to the season with the club and will be aiming to improve. The Portuguese has had more influencing actions in the final third than any other player in the top flight, but it has not quite worked out for United as a team. They are currently 5 points behind the top 4 in the Premier League and will be hoping to close the deficit to the Champions League spots after the international break. Van Gaal eyeing Man United assistant for Ajax move amid managerial uncertainty. Former Man United manager Louis van Gaal is considering a move that could see Mitchell van der Gaag replace Maurice Stijn in the Ajax dugout, according to The Athletic. Van Gaal recently returned to Ajax in an advisory role following the departure of sporting director Sven Mislintat last month. Mislintat's exit was shrouded in controversy amid allegations the German talent spotter authorized the signing of a player through unorthodox means. Van Gaal, who only returned to the Johan Cruyff Arena at the start of October, is reportedly a huge fan of van der Gaag, who has been serving as Erik ten Hag's second in command since their time at Ajax. Van der Gaag previously coached the Ajax youth side before moving up to work with the first team under Ten Hag. They moved to the Theatre of Dreams at the start of last season and are under contract until 2025. While van der Gaag is considered integral to Ten Hag's backroom staff at Man United, Ajax could make a significant effort to bring him back to the Netherlands, especially with Van Gaal's validation. The record Eredivisie champions have been in abysmal form this season, clocking up just 5 points from their initial 6 games in the division, winning 1, drawing 2, and losing 3. The Ajax hierarchy faces a decision regarding the manager's future, but they may opt to retain Stijn until the end of the season and initiate a rebuilding phase next summer. West Ham consider fresh January move for Man United defender Harry Maguire. West Ham United are considering a fresh approach to sign Manchester United defender Harry Maguire during the January transfer window, according to ESPN. The England international was the subject of interest from the Hammers earlier in the summer, but the centre-back was reluctant to leave the Red Devils. However, this has not ended the speculation over his future, and Maguire recently said that he will weigh up his options if he struggles for regular game time. It is now reported that the Hammers are considering a winter move to sign Maguire, should he continue to receive limited playing time heading into January. The East London outfit see him as a potential replacement for captain Kurt Zouma, who could be the subject of bids from the Saudi Pro League this winter. The Frenchman has been handed the captaincy following Declan Rice's departure, but he has yet to commit to a new contract beyond the summer of 2025. The Red Devils were keen on landing Benjamin Pavard as a replacement for Maguire over the summer, but their plans were hampered by the latter's decision to stay. Despite this, they are monitoring alternative targets. Nice Jean-Claire Todibo could be a realistic option for United in January. Erik ten Hag has already spoken with him. If United are given the green light to land the Frenchman, they could open the door for Maguire's switch to East London. Maguire could accept the move this time around. It is quite clear that England manager Gareth Southgate won't drop him despite the reduced game time, but he needs plenty of minutes on a personal level before the big tournament. The international manager has confirmed that the Manchester United star suffered an ankle injury against Venezuela. Brazil's interim manager Fernando Diniz has confirmed that Casemiro asked to be substituted against Venezuela after picking up an ankle injury. The midfielder has been ever present for the Red Devils in all competitions this term, but his involvement could be doubtful following the international break. Speaking to Globo Esport, Diniz has now revealed that the substitution was forced on him. Casemiro asked him to come off after a blow to his ankle. The Brazilian star has been far from his best for the Red Devils this season, but he remains a vital figure in Erik ten Hag's plans across all competitions. Casemiro has been inconsistent with his distribution and defensive contributions, but going forward, he has registered 4 goals and 1 assist. The €40 million rated star had a similar start during his debut season, but managed to redeem himself. He was hugely influential in ending the club's trophy drought. In our view, Casemiro's absence would be a huge blow for United despite the current midfield depth. Sofian Amrabat and Scott McTominay can fill the void left by him. There is also Kobbie Mainoo, who could get game time once he returns to full fitness. Hopefully, Casemiro has only picked up a minor knock. We should get more clarity over his situation ahead of Brazil's next World Cup qualifier against Uruguay. Richard Arnold still unable to update fans on potential Manchester United takeover. Manchester United Chief Executive Officer Richard Arnold was unable to give the fans an update on the ongoing takeover situation at the club at a recent fans forum meeting. The Glazer family never been renowned for their communication skills. Richard Arnold, for the matter, is just another one of their puppets on a string. We don't actually know if Arnold has been kept in the loop, but I'm sure he has a better idea than what he portrays. Arnold says he appreciates supporters' desire for updates on the potential takeover and has explained why they can't be given. They will use every excuse in the book, and while Arnold may be legally bound to say nothing, we all know what side of the table he sits at. The Glazers have received offers from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Qatar's Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. As things stand, the media reckon Ratcliffe has an edge over his Qatari rival. None of the puppets can be trusted, and they should be moved on if a cultural reset occurs at United post-takeover.